Welcome to Part 2 of Rockwell ControlLogix PLC and Siemens VFD communication. As you have learned in the previous lesson, automation often requires communication between two heterogeneous systems from different manufacturers. In this video series, overall, we are communicating from a Rockwell Automation ControlLogix 5000 PLC using ControlNet network media with CIP protocol to a Siemens Robicon VFD using Profibus protocol, through a gateway converting ControlNet CIP protocol to Siemens Profibus protocol. As a prerequisite, please watch Part 1 of this video series, addressing how the communication between ControlLogix 5000 PLC and the HMS Anybus gateway is configured. You can find links in the description below the video. In Part 2, this lesson, we are going to discuss how the HMS Anybus PROFIBUS Master gateway is configured to communicate with the Siemens Robicon VFD. Finally, the third and last part will address the Siemens Robicon Profibus slave configuration. Before we get started on today's video, if you love our videos, be sure to click the like button below. Then make sure to click subscribe and the little bell to receive notifications of new RealPars videos. This way, you never miss another one. The ControlLogix PLC will be controlling a pump with a simple on-off command and velocity by setting a speed set point to the VFD. In response, the Siemens VFD will return the actual speed reference and VFD status information controlling the pump. This exchange of control data and status information is all performed by the HMS gateway. The HMS gateway also performs an important responsibility as Profibus Master controlling the pump VFD. First, let's review what the Profibus Master is responsible for. The Profibus Master controls the entire communication dialogue with the slaves on the network. The master writes and reads data from each slave one at a time. Each slave is required to respond to the request within a predetermined time frame, or the master will report a communication error. Configuring the Profibus Master in the gateway is accomplished by using HMS NetTool software. The HMS Profibus configuration is set to use 30 bytes of input for real I/O data and status data for ControlLogix PLC, and 6 bytes of output to be controlled by the ControlLogix PLC, respectively. Using a null modem cable, we will connect to the comport on a laptop and the comport on the gateway marked Profibus Config Connector. Okay, now let's get started. I will start up Anybus NetTool for Profibus software by double-clicking on its desktop icon. Next, select New Project from the NetTool file menu. NetTool will display the bus configuration user interface window and the available GSD file window. The GSD file, or General Station Description, which is provided by the device manufacturer, contains a description of the Profibus Master or slave device. GSD files provide a way for an open configuration tool to automatically get the device characteristics. Next, we will select the Anybus-M DPV1 Master GSD icon from the GSD User Interface window and drag and drop it to the new configuration. Now, our bus configuration contains the RealPars Anybus-M master icon. The address of the master has been set to 1. By double-clicking on the master icon and then selecting Bus Parameter tab, you can see that the master bus properties are pre-configured but may be changed by the user. I can verify this window by pressing OK. Next, we will add the Siemens Synamics S120 S150 GSD file, which we will download from the Siemens website. Go over to the Siemens website. From this page, you can download Siemens Synamics S120 Profibus GSD file called SI2480E5, version 4.3. You can find a link to this page in the description below the video. Let's return to the software environment. Under the Profibus DP, right-click over the drives and select Install New GS File. Browse to the location where your file is located. After you find it, double-click on GSE File. If your file contains any picture, in the opening window, click on Yes and add the picture to the software by double-clicking on it. Select the Synamics S120 S150 and drag and drop it to the configuration. When we double-click on the icon, the property window for the slave device will become available, and we will primarily set the slave address to 3. Under Parameter Assignment tab, we will be using the hex values of 400000. I will verify the Slave Properties window by pressing OK. With the Profibus Master and Slave now configured, we can go online with the Master to examine real-time data of the Slave. Configure the amount of I/O data for the Siemens VFD by extending Synamics S120 S150 and add Siemens Telegram 392 to slot 1 in the GSD file window. Next, we will download the NetTool configuration file to the HMS Master Gateway. To do so, we will select Online from the NetTool menu, and then choose Download Configuration. In the opening window, select Serial tab, and then click on the Create button. Select Comport Transport Provider, and then hit OK. Supply a name for the new path, and press OK. In this configuration window, enter the serial COM port as mentioned in the previous video. To finish the transport path configuration, I will click on OK. After downloading, we will choose Online again from the NetTool menu, and then Monitor Modify. This will allow us to view online real-time data from the Robicon. The Robicon default communication should allow us to connect at this point. Part 3 of this video may need to be accomplished in order for NetTool to communicate to the Robicon VFD. After a successful connection occurs, the slave icon appears to have a green border, indicating the slave is communicating without error. If there was an error, a red border would appear. To monitor the Robicon tag names and its real-time data values, I can open up the Online Slave Properties window by right-clicking on the highlighted slave name and select Online Properties. By choosing the Tags tab from the menu, we will view the real-time data as displayed in this window. This data correlates to the data we discussed and represented in the chart from Part 1 lesson with the input-output data flow communicated between the HMS gateway. Next, in Part 3, we will discuss how to configure this input-output data in the Robicon VFD. This concludes Part 2. Stay connected with RealPars for Part 3 of this video series. In the next video, we will discuss how to configure the Siemens Robicon Profibus Slave VFD, so stay tuned for the sequence to this lesson. I hope you've enjoyed learning what will support you in your upcoming project. If you'd like to get additional training on a similar subject, please let us know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. Please check back with us soon for more automation control topics. Want to learn PLC programming in an easy-to-understand format and take your career to the next level? Head on over to realpars.com.